These are the parts that were parkerized last night, and I think they turn out pretty well. Um, I sandblast that. If you look, you can tell these are just a little bit, a different metal because they turn out a little bit different, but turn out pretty well. It's quite usable. This one was parkerized. And notice this little white spot right here. That's when you have that milky parkerizing solution sit on there, it will stain it like that. And I don't know how to. I just keep on moving it as best I can, and I don't know what does that. I've used distilled water, it still does it. I try to keep this clean. And there must be some kind of I must be doing something wrong with this parkerized. Uh, Very rust resistant. Cast iron, cast iron does real well. You can hardly goof that up. I'm going to put a different bushing in there. I don't know what kind of metal that is, but turned out good. Here's a cast piece. Again, the cast seems, if it's very ferrous, it works the best. This has some kind of staining on it. Don't know why that is. I could sandblast that and redo it, but I'm not going to. But, the springs turn out good. Everything, turns out good. But I want to show you a few things. Here, this is funny. I did this. I sandblasted. I'll parkerize this key. Well, as you noticed, it didn't do anything. And I go, what? I go, it must not be ferrous. So this is a magnet. Well, it's stainless steel, and you can't parkerize stainless steel. So I've got that. Here's another. This surprised me a little bit. If you notice, this has these white spots. Well, there was something welded on here, and I ground it off, and I thought I had most of it off. But the welding material, I don't know what it is. Is it stainless? Why didn't that not take? Something different. So that's on the no, that's on the top. It goes this way. That's on the top. So I think what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might go back and try to grind some of that up, but it's kind of deep, and maybe I'll just leave it alone. It's very smooth. I might leave it alone. I might grind that off and try it again, but I don't know. It's pretty deep. Maybe I'll probably leave it alone. Here's another problem. This is supposed to be nickel plated, and I sandblasted it. But if you notice here, how it didn't take the parkerizing, because there's still nickel plating right there. I didn't. When I sandblasted, I thought I had it all, but nickel doesn't take parkerizing, so you have a blemish there. This should be nickel plated. Looks like I did an okay job sandblasting this. I don't see anything on there, so this should be nickel plated, and you can tell because here it didn't take parkerizing. That's nickel, 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 nickel. So that should be nickel plated. But everything turned out pretty good. Now I'm gonna usually do the small things. This piece goes in here, like that. And this is going to go through here. Hopefully, somehow. Oh no, this goes this way. Anyway, we'll do that later. But it seems to turn out okay. This morning I did the top of the transmission. And I did the arm. The arm that, notice this, let's hope I don't drop it. This goes like this. See, can you see it? And then this goes here. And then this arm moves and it pulls. It really pushes. This goes in here like this. I don't know what this dog is, this thing, I gotta figure that out. But what this does is pushes that up like this. And then this pulls it this way and it opens the clutch. So it loosens the clutch. So pretty simple, it's quite interesting. There's bearings on there. You can see the bearings. So this cover's here. And what's nice about this cover, I don't know, I thought it was a 29. There we go. Like this, there we go. And then this, it moves that arm. I know it's hard to see, but this has a Zerk fitting here for that. And I thought I had another Zerk fitting. Maybe this has one. I thought I had two, but I guess I just see one now. So there's one there. That's a good improvement. I might put that on my, this whole thing is a spare clutch. Well, no, anyway, one's a spare, one's going on there on the 29. I might put this, even though the rest is painted, I might put that because of that Zerk fitting on the one I'm going to drive, and not the spare. But that turned out nice, so I wanted to show you that. And then what I'm going to do in a little bit, I'm going to show you how the transmission works, just a minute or two. So I'm going to take the two parts out of the oil that I have cooking in there. I put them just on a cookie pan. Let it drain, let it cool off for, usually it's set overnight and life is good. And but you get an idea how this turns out. I don't know what I'm doing, and it seems to turn out pretty good. So, okay, we'll get the other stuff done and look at that transmission.